Hey guys, so I'm just going to do a quick update today on the campaign that we're running here at Blitz. I think some of you may have seen the blogs and some of the images that we put online, and I'm just going to go through real quickly how we do it, and if you want to run it for you and your community, how you can do it too. So if you guys haven't already picked up this book, it's the Chronicles and Legends book from Parabellum. It's actually like 80-90% fluff on stuff that hasn't been released before. Even if you have the companion book, the version 1, not all the fluff that is inside this book has been inside that one. So some of the Wardroon stuff is inside here. It's also got a way to play campaigns. So this is the official campaign book for Parabellum. But there is a long and a short version of this campaign, but it's really, really in-depth. I would suggest getting it for the fluff though, and if you have a close-knit of group friends who play Conquest, this is perfect. There's a lot of bookkeeping in there. What I mean by that is there's a map with different resources, as well as you have to build infrastructure, barracks, granaries, cities, and all these other things. So there's a lot of bookkeeping. So we are a new community. All we wanted to do was get people to come down and play the game. How a lot of people do this is they actually just have weekly game nights, right? Let's say Thursday is Conquest night at the local store, come down and play. We thought that was okay, but what we really wanted was more immersion. So how I went about it was, inside this book there is a map, a very, very beautiful, Parabellum does beautiful maps of their world, but this one focuses on the Rissmark, and I think you can find it online as well for the living world. You can also log your games there, and it would, contribute to what happens in the actual official lore of the world. But what I did was I wrote to Parabellum, and the team at Parabellum was very, very gracious. They gave me a copy of the map, both with the resources and without the resources, which I put up here right now. It's actually very, very nice. And then what I did was I just put a grid on it. I did this on Photoshop and put a grid on it, and then it's good to go. It's good to start. We can have our campaign, so everyone can. So over here, this is how I did the rules. You can of course come up with your own system, but we did a grid system, and each player starts with 3 grids. 3 hexes. At least one hex must be they all must be connected firstly, and they have to come from your faction specific. So what I mean by that is, let's say the 100 kingdoms, each of them must choose a hex with a city on it. So you can see down there, there's Startdorf, there's Brandenburg, or Brandengrad, and there are a few of them. So you can actually just choose one, and then you are basically the king of that kingdom, and then you fight your way out. Every player comes up with their own insignia, which they give to me, and then I will edit it into Photoshop, and then that's what you see on the side here with all their names. The nodes have to be on the coastline. At least one hex must be on the coastline. Spires must be at least one in a marsh, because that's where their spires typically are, or they create the marshes around them, I'm not sure. And then the Dwegom and the Wardroon have to be from the southern side of the Rissmark, because that's lore-wise where they come from, right? So after that, they can choose another 2 hexes connected to that, and preferably connected to another place. So this is how it looked like after turn 1. And then on every turn, what we did as a rule was alliances must be declared before any moves are declared. And then after that, every player can claim 2 hexes, one uncontested and one contested. And then after that, on the contested one, you have a game within a week, and then at the end of the week, I will update the map, and then I will disseminate it out again, and then everyone can choose their next moves. So you see, with us, we went through a very logical, natural alliance, which we had the Central Powers, and then we had the Eastern Regional Alliance, and then I'll go through it now. You can see how the hexes change from turn 1, then there are plans, and then turn 2, turn 3, and we actually do this on a weekly basis. We actually wanted to do 10 turns, and we're already at week 8, so we're coming towards the end of it. Very early on, Lewis in the south, you can see, took over 2 capitals, the bottom there. And so every player who fought against him had to call him Earl, or address him as Earl, for a little while, and then he lost both capitals, and now he's shrunk back down because he didn't have alliance, by the way, he just did that, he just attacked people's capitals and took it. And then later in the campaign, you can see that we allow alliances to attack through each other. So attack territories that are not directly connected to their own territories. So that was pretty good. I think all in all, we have learned a lot. You can see that through the bad reps that I'm doing. The games have become better with the rules. Like, we didn't know that charging through hindering took away the inspire bonus, but now we do. So it's getting a lot good. It's getting a lot better as a community. And so this is how we ran the campaign. I think it's a great way. When we do get a bit more experience with the game, we will probably try and run the actual campaign. In this campaign, it's a lot of bookkeeping because every single unit in your army can also gain experience and can gain certain things. It's pretty much like the Big Bad Wolf Games Workshop Crusades. You can do the same thing. You can earn experience and you can do special things, and then you get better and better at what you do. So it is very, very similar to that. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys run your own campaigns. If there's anything you want to know about how we ran ours, you can ask me in the comments down below. But do remember, guys, we'll catch you on the next one, and every toy soldier needs a general.